Hey everyone, my name's Cherry, so this is my first video. Basically what we're gonna be doing here is some makeup, a few vlogs, some Minecraft, so bear with me. Today we're gonna be doing a basic walkthrough of like my normal everyday makeup. And I already started with this Milk Makeup lip gloss. It's like a plumper and it's amazing and tingly and I love it. And then I like going in with this like Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It's pretty good. I just got it with like a gift set, but I like it a lot. Yeah, so just kind of blend it into like wherever I have like a lot of texture and whatnot. And then I just start going in with my concealer like wherever I have like red spots. And then I just kind of like blend them out. Like my skin's been pretty good, and that's like honestly the fact that I have good skin like right now is honestly the biggest thing that helps me like on my day-to-day. Like if that's like that's honestly that. And like I'm gonna be honest, I just blend that in with my fingers, but like always wash your hands before you touch your face, because obviously that'll cause problems for you if you don't do that. Yeah, I just keep blending until it doesn't look like I just scribbled all over myself. And honestly, I just put a little extra like where I might need more, like around here sometimes I need a little more. And you know what? Like, you put as much concealer as you want on, like, who cares? Air spun time. So yeah, obviously I just like put this literally all over my face with one of these because it makes it look more airbrushed. So okay, but like the way that I do it, so I just like get like a bunch of air spun, you know, tap it off, and then I get like my hand and I just go like that a little, just so I don't have like, so it doesn't like make my face like super white, you know. So like it just like mattifies my face enough without like changing my skin tone, which I always hate because it looks dumb. So yeah, just like the smallest bit of powder, you know, just to mattify it so that you don't have concealer, like wet concealer all over your face, because that is just, well, first of all, it'll move around, you know, like if you were to go like that, obviously it's gonna move, but it's just gonna be really uncomfortable throughout the whole day. Okay, and now that we have that, I'm just, so this sounds kind of stupid, but like I just kind of take a little bit of the excess off, even though it looks like there isn't, like it just, I don't know, it just helps. But the reason why I don't use one of these to put a powder on, like a powder brush or whatever, is that like when you're like putting it on, first of all, it just doesn't make it look matte enough. Second of all, it can make your makeup look kind of streaky, and you don't want that, obviously. So don't do it. And then I move on to the Too Faced, like the Soleil bronzer. And then I just kind of put it, you know, where you're supposed to put a bronzer, you know? I think that everybody needs like their own unique routine based on like what they like for themselves, because what other people do is just not going to be what other people want, you know what I mean? So do what fits you. So if you want to do what I'm doing, then sick. But yeah, I just kind of put a bunch of bronzer, you know, my cheekbones, my nose, and, you know, the jawline area. Those types of things. And then I do my forehead, because this thing's so big it could be used for advertising space. Yeah, just enough, you know, like that's enough. Then I go in with my blending brush, and then I just kind of pat it all out, like to blend it, because I feel that like whenever I just go like this, it kind of like takes my makeup off that I already put, and like nobody wants that. So yeah, you're just gonna pat in like circles and whatnot, and like it blends out just fine. Okay, so then after that, I take this Inglot palette that I have. Don't even acknowledge this, but yeah. Take like 2 little pats with my Hocus Pocus brush, and then I just start going in with my, yeah, just doing that, you know, making that all dark, contouring that. And then I go in with the sides, and you want like very little, especially if you're using Inglot, because that it's like incredibly pigmented, so that'll really ruin your contour if you don't work with a very light hand. But yeah, so it's gonna look terrible, but just wait. So yeah, you just kind of go in and start patting that out to blend it. And then there you go. You can barely even see it. Okay, and then sometimes I like to go in with that same exact color, you know, with like my contour brush, and then just kind of like put a little bit, because it's a little darker than the Soleil and a little more neutral, so it'll actually look like a contour shadow rather than just warming up your skin a little. Because honestly, that's really what Soleil does. Like, it doesn't really contour you that much, it just kind of like warms up your skin tone. And with just my concealer, my skin tone just like, it looks a little too cold for me, so I needed a little. So after that, I went in and just like patted that out and whatnot, and we'll go back to the nose contour later because that's not done. But yeah, so basically I take this, it's like L'Oreal like radiant blush. It's like orange, and I like orange, I don't know why. It's like a peachy orangey, yeah, it's basically just orange. I put it on the tip of my nose and a little bit on my chin, and basically I like to kind of put it up here more than anything, just like a little on my cheek, but mainly up here, because it brightens me up a little, you know. So yeah, and then I put a little bit on my forehead, and then I think I'm good. But yeah, so kind of pat it out and whatnot. Make sure it's nice and blended. And then I go back in with my little powder puff thingy. I get my air spun again and just kind of, oh shit, kind of go in right there. It's doing, it's just doing its thing. Yeah, just do that. Okay, this next step probably sounds kind of stupid, but when I'm done with that, I take it off immediately. I know that like sometimes if you leave it on for long enough, it like does something. Okay, so for this next step, what honestly helps me a lot to do this like as fast as I do is I just have my eyebrows done already. Like, I do them myself. I just like shave them and shape them and whatnot. But I go in with the Kat Von D, like the Fetish palette, and for my hair color, I usually just, well, I mean, I like to match my brows to my hair color, so I go in with the shade Suspension. And then I use my Morphe whatever the hell brush, and then I just like shade it in, like that's just all I do. So I finish the middles, you know, the tail, as I'm literally like touching it up right now. I finish the middles and the tail ends, but so this is really what I do for the fronts. So I just like brush upwards so that you can kind of like see like the hairs in the front. And I don't add too much because I don't want it to look all blocky in the front, because I still want it to look like a little natural. So yeah, I just like brush upwards with like the least bit of like eyeshadow on the brush until it's like to my liking, and then I just kind of smear it forward, just so, you know, there's a nice little fade. So that's just kind of how I do my brows, and then my skin's pretty much done. So after this, I could do my mascara if I want, add some lashes, put some lipstick on, or I could just leave it like this, and I'm perfectly happy with it. Now, but for real, what I'm actually gonna do is, I'm gonna get my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna use my, while I'm putting that on, I'm gonna let the glue dry on these lashes, and don't even ask me which lashes these are. I got them at TJ Maxx, so, but they're really good. Also, the lash glue that I use is this like duo like quick set one. I don't want them like dry, like I just get them tacky and then put them on, so like don't actually let them dry. Like I think that's common sense though. So yeah, I just get my lash curler and do that, you know, the usual. Put some mascara, and honestly sometimes I just like stop right here because I'm like, oh god, no, that's fine, it's not even that much, but so basically I just put my mascara, you know, I can leave it like that and it'll look great, or I'll continue like I'm going to do it right now. Yeah, there's one eye done. Like they're nice and fluffy, and like they're not super big. I mean, like they're big compared to my actual lashes, like obviously, but like I don't like them looking too natural because what's the point? Like that's boring. So yeah, basically I put them on. I just kind of, I don't know. I just put them on my eyes. I'm like, try to make sure that they're like placed symmetrically, and they don't always do that. Like right now it's not perfect, but you know what, they're good enough, and that's pretty good with me. So this is probably my favorite part. This is like what brings it all together. I got this lip liner at CVS because it looked pretty, and I was right. Ooh, my leg fell asleep. Anyways, so it's in the shade Cinnamon, and I love it. So yeah, it's like that brand. I can't even pronounce that. Anyways, so then I use that, and then I pair it with my Generation G by Glossier in the shade Cake. So I change up my lip shape like all the time, just like based on like what I feel like doing. But lately this is what I've been doing. So start really close to my actual like lip line and basically just outline that like as close as I can, but stop like before I get to like the corner, you know. So yeah, always go like right outside of the pink. So then I go like that, make like a little circle shape, and then take it in. So basically right here we're starting to like underline my lip. So yeah, it's gonna look like that. So basically like my top lip is a little bit bigger than my bottom, like that, like when I do that. And then I just kind of add a little bit of shading on the corners, so that it brings like more of the attention to like the middle of my lips. So yeah, and then a little right there. And then after that, we just take my Generation G and Cake, and then just kind of blend it all in. And then after that, I'm done. Like that is literally like my everyday makeup. So, but a bonus is, Sometimes I like to go in with the same like little brush and same like eyebrow shade that I use on my eyebrows, and just kind of, because I have like a natural freckle right here, and I think it's cute sometimes to like define it a little. So I just go in and tap a little lightly on it, and get this little blending brush and then just tap a little. So it's like a little defined, not too much, just like a slightly darker freckle. And then I'm done. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. I've literally never said this before, like literally. But if you had fun watching this, like and subscribe. I'll probably be making more videos, you know. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing next. Maybe makeup, because it's fun. But yeah, if I do anything else, like, no idea what it'll be. But thanks.